and welcome to the Circus of Crazy, also known as the world. I am your ringmaster, Galaxyofink, here to take you through the crazy acrobatics of life, and today we're going to tell the story of my horrible experience trying to upload the last two videos that I did. Okay, so starting with the obvious, which is that I went on April break before I performed Sick of Losing Soulmates, which means that I already had all the footage before Sick of Losing Soulmates was performed and ready. I had planned to have the DC vlog up first, except I took over 270 videos that I had to, because of YouTube's editing system, edit one at a time, individually, each in their own separate app. So I had to take each of the 270 videos, put all of them into a silencing app first, and then put all of them into a app that allowed me to put words on the video, each individually, for all 270 of them. After that comes the process of having to upload all of those videos into YouTube so that I could combine them, which meant I had to first download all those videos into Google Drive, which didn't take long, but was still annoying. After I finished uploading all of the videos from my phone onto Google Drive, I then had to download all of the videos from Google Drive onto my computer. Then, from the computer, I had to upload them all to YouTube. And it gets even worse because YouTube only really lets you upload about 16 videos at a time, which means 270 videos that I'm trying to upload in groups of like 15 or 16. Which was incredibly difficult. So by the time that I was performing Sick of Losing Soulmates, I sort of realized that I wouldn't be able to get my Washington, D.C. video up on time. So I put that off to the side for now. And said, okay, well, I'll just have my dad film the video for Sick of Losing Soulmates, and then I'll just upload that. And that should be easy for me to do. It's right on the SD card. I just pop the SD card in, download it to the computer, upload it, done. Except that we have a camera that's about 5 years old. It's a Canon, and for some reason, that means that it only records videos in MOI. If you don't know what MOI is, I didn't either, but for a short rundown, it essentially, for some reason, makes things virtually unplayable on any computer. You can't play it in Windows Media Player, from what I heard from the person who had to convert it for me. You also can't play it in Apple's system for watching videos. I don't know why they do this. It makes no sense. There's also virtually no video converter that you can download from the internet that will actually even let you put in MOI to be converted, because it's that old and that useless. Which means that I had to send this to someone who works with computers all the time. She's a close friend of my family, and she couldn't even do it on her Apple, which has a ton of video editing stuff. So she had to take it into work, where she works, and have someone do it there. And only then did it actually get transferred into something that was usable for me. After that, I could just edit and upload, but that's why that first one took until Monday. So now we're back to the DC video. Aside about must have been the Thursday night that I had uploaded Sick of Losing Soulmates, that I was going to sit down and finish the DC video. I ran into a problem very quickly. While I got all of the videos fully edited and 100% done through the apps, I now had to go through the process of uploading them all to YouTube. And that takes forever. So after every 16 videos that I had to upload, in order to save time, and not really time, but space, I was merging all of the 16 videos into the old video. So the video was gaining 16 videos every time. But that meant that the original video, the actual video that would be the final cut, had to be processed every single time that it was done. And as it's growing steadily and steadily larger, it's taking more and more time. To the point where it took me, the video was 10 or 15 minutes long, but just because of how much I had put in it, it was taking about 45 minutes to complete. So at this point, I'm like, it somehow manages to get worse, because it even turns out that YouTube has a limit of how many videos you can upload, even if the videos are all private, and that limit's 100. So I'm over the limit by a lot. By this point, I decided I'm going to have to find some way to merge all these clips together before I try to upload them to YouTube. Maybe I can cut them down to about 16 or 12 videos. That way I only have to do those few. So I find an app that does that. Hallelujah. But it's not perfect and is cutting out constantly. Gets the job done though. And I can only merge 6 videos at a time. So I still have like 90 videos left. And I can only merge all these 6 at a time. Not exactly the best system. So I ended up having to merge 6 videos at a time there. And then I would merge together 2 of the videos. The app also had a limit that you could only make videos 2 minutes long. So that was incredibly annoying. But not as bad as everything else that had happened prior to. Thankfully, that is the end of the horrible, horrible story, because everything else generally went to plan. But seriously, YouTube's editing system is horrible. I mean, it is so bad. You can't add anything. It's impossible to add any words, and adding pictures is just a nightmare. So is adding music. All of it is an absolute nightmare. And I don't have any other editing system to use on my computer right now. I can only edit stuff through the phone, which is the footage that I'm taking now, before I upload it. But that's also just incredibly horrible, because iPhones are not made to be video editors. So all the apps are not great for doing what I want to be doing. I'm gonna have to work on finding some systems for that. But that is all for today's show. I hope you enjoyed watching my pain and suffering. You can click here to subscribe to my channel, and right here are my 2 videos that I mentioned having the time of my life, absolutely recording and uploading. Thanks, see you soon, bye!